there's this myth going around that OpenAI was unassailable and they had all the smartest people and no one would ever make a model as good as them. I was like, what are you talking about? You know, because once you understand the numbers, the amount of GPUs that were mining Ethereum before they switched to proof of stake was 50 times as many as
Unbelievable.
trained ChatGPT 4,
It's
right?
stunning.
So there's no lack of compute
Right.
available. If you create the right incentive, people will go out of their way to provide you as much compute as you need. We've seen that with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now we're seeing with this, with Morpheus and Venice and all the decentralized AI projects. And shout out to Akash and SETI and Hyperbolic and the other great groups that have built these now GPU networks for decentralized AI. So they've extended that same model that was so successful with Bitcoin and Ethereum to this inference and prompting of models, right? So that's the thing that's really taken off the last year. So I actually think sort of the Rubicon had already been crossed with probably Llama 3.3, right? Their model, especially the large one, was basically on par already with ChatGPT 4. But yeah, people woke up, I think partly because it came from outside of the US is what shocked people. Is like, okay, yeah, Meta training a big model, Elon training a big model wasn't shocking, but the fact that anybody could train a big model even outside the US and get to those levels of performance and the reasoning capabilities and the ability for it to do this chain of thought, that really surprised people, right? But we've seen Grok 3 is amazing also, and they're open sourcing their models as well. And so, it was validating because I was like, yes, open source is going to catch up. That was the entire premise of Morpheus, is open source is going to catch up and then exceed all of these proprietary systems. And what did we see yesterday? OpenAI